Hello students, today we shall discuss chapter Human Health and Diseases. So before we proceed this chapter, let us discuss a few basic things like what is health. So health. According to WHO, health is a state of complete well-being of physical, mental and social. When can we say when can we say a person is healthy? When he is physically fit, his all the body parts are working properly, he is able to do work with his or her 100% efficiency. All the body organs are working properly. Second thing, mental well-being. A person is mentally fit. A person might be very strong physically, he might be having very good physique, good height, good musculature, but if his mind is not good, if his mental health is not good, we cannot say that person is healthy. So mental health, a person is having good thoughts, his ideas are constructive. If a person is having evil thoughts in his mind and all the time thinking about doing something negative in the society or some destructive activity, we can't say a person is healthy. Similarly, social well-being. So a person might be good with himself, but he is not making an harmony with the family member, with the neighbors, or with the other people living in his society, at his working place. If he cannot make a good social relation, so we can't say that a person is socially healthy. So when a person is fit in all the three aspects like physical, mental and socially well-being, we can say a person is healthy. We will find very less number of people in the world who are having this complete health, who are physically, mentally and socially healthy. Another point related to this is disease. Dis-ease. You can see this word is made up of two words. Dis-ease. Ease means comfort. When a person's body is not comfortable, if it is not doing work comfortably, we can say the person is having disease. So in other words, we can say the normal, the deviation from normal functioning of the body is called a disease. Like if somebody's blood pressure increases, normal blood pressure 120 by 80 millimeter of Hg. So if somebody's blood pressure is going more, very high, more than that, or it is going very down, that time the person's organ will not work properly and we will say the person is not having good health, he is having disease. The disease may be related to the blood circulatory system, or we can call he is having cardiac problem. So this is means when the body is not feeling comfortable, when there is a deviation from normal functioning of the body, so we will say the person is having disease. So what is the advantage of good health? You know, good health increases the longevity of the people and reduces infant and maternal mortality rate. If a person is healthy, his lifespan will be more, and if the healthy persons are there, so their infants will be healthy. So infant mortality rate or maternal mortality rate, they will decrease. Then how can we maintain a good health? So we can maintain a good health by taking balanced diet, by doing regular exercises, and by taking advice of the doctor time to time when we feel any deviation in the normal functioning of the body. We can go for regular checkup. We can maintain a good health by maintaining the personal and public hygiene. We have to keep our body clean. We have to keep our community clean. If our locality surroundings are clean, then that will not let that diseases to spread, and we can say that we are healthy. Okay, so now you see, we can classify the diseases on the several bases. Diseases can be grouped into several categories. Like first, if we classify the disease on the basis of its nature of spread, okay, and causative agents, we can classify it into two categories: infectious diseases and non-infectious diseases. Okay. So infectious diseases, you know, the diseases which is spread from one person to another, which can be transmitted from one person to another by any agency, either by contact, by wind, water, or by other animal. These diseases are called infectious diseases, and these diseases are generally caused due to extrinsic factor. These diseases are caused in the body due to some outside factors which are coming in the body from outside. Non-infectious diseases, the diseases which do not spread from a diseased person to healthy person, are called non-infectious diseases. So such diseases will be caused due to either intrinsic factor or extrinsic factor. Okay, so non-infectious diseases, they remain confined to the body of organism. Like if we talk about high blood pressure, if we talk about kidney improper functioning, kidney failure, so such type of diseases, they remain confined to the person only. They remain in the body of that person, and they are not transmitted to the another person either through normal contact or sexual contact or through any other agency like wind, water, or animal. So such diseases are called as non-infectious diseases. Example of infectious diseases we can take, like common cold, malaria is there. Example of non-infectious disease is blood pressure. Cancer, you know, it does not spread from one person to another by normal contact. Now diseases can also be classified on the basis of their causative agent. Which organism is causing the disease? On the basis of that, we can classify the disease into several categories, like bacterial disease, viral disease, fungal disease, disease caused by animals. There are many more categories on the basis of this, like some are caused by protozoans, some are caused by helminthes. In animals, there are so many categories. We can put them in same category, or we can write in the category like protozoan, or disease caused by helminthes. There are several categories we can classify them. So like bacterial diseases, there are many examples, like TB is there. It is caused by Mycobacterium tuberculosis. Then viral diseases, I told you, common cold, polio, AIDS, they are caused by virus. Then protozoan like malaria caused by Plasmodium, sleeping sickness caused by Trypanosoma. Then fungal diseases, ringworms, eczema, and then helminthes diseases like filariasis, elephantiasis, ascariasis, tenacious caused by Taenia solium. So there are several diseases which are caused by the helminthes.